You're live, you're live, you're live. Right? I think we have some just one. All right, people as well. But okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome to today's live session. Good evening, please. I would appreciate if you can drop a test in the comment section as usual. Let's see who we've got here today. For those that are watching, like if you can hear me, I would like to see a test in the comment. Oh, let me try to also share my platform that we are live. Okay. Mm. 3. I think okay. All right. I'm just waiting for a few more seconds for those that are live. Just a few more minutes, then we're gonna get started. I would wait for just 2 more people to join us. Thank you for your patience. All right. Once it's 10:05, it gets started. It's calling me there. Me, they say me. 1 minute, 1 more minute, then we get started. Okay. Oh, I want us to keep it time, so. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. It's going Dr. Lambidi. I'm actually not a doctor, so thank you. But thank you. Thank you for joining. We're gonna get started now because we want to keep the time today. And probably people will join us along the sorry, during the course of the session. Okay. Once again, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's live session. For those that are joining us for the first time, my name is Alameda Mercy. Today's topic is future career opportunities in AI, one of the most important conversations for this generation. As you all know, we are in the AI era right now. Even though we talk a lot about scholarships, grad school opportunities, experience, this session this time around it's for everyone. It's not just for students, it's not just for graduate, or it's not just for prospective students as usual. It's for everyone, whether you're a student, a professional, a graduate, or those that are just curious. AI is changing the field. AI is changing every, like, is making an impact in all fields, so it's for everybody and we all need this knowledge. And it's a privilege, an opportunity for us to have Dr. Ahai with us today. He's going to be doing justice to giving us some exposing our eyes to so many things about future career opportunities in AI. And he's ready for us. I am ready to learn. We're all going to learn. The energy is high. So I'm going to bring our speaker today for today now. But I want you guys to please share on your status, join, and just let people know that we are live right now so that they can also be a partaker of this session. Thank you guys. So yeah. Thank Dr. Henry, thank you so much for
so that they
I
can
first
also
for you,
be
Dr.
part
AI, actually.
of. Thank you guys. So
Yeah. I think I can hear myself. Let me fix that. Hold on.
Hello.
Yeah, Dr. AI, thank you so much for um offering to be here today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And despite your busy schedule, I do appreciate it. Um, we would like you to please introduce yourself to our viewers. For those that are just joining us, we've had you on our live session before. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, and it was really, really great. We learned a lot, a lot, like a lot. And I believe today we are going to like gain so many insights from you. Over to you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Daisy. First, I want to say thank you for bringing me again on your live sections. I think the last time I'm here and now the growth is, it's really huge. So thank you for all you're doing. We really, really appreciate you. So, my name is Henry Oluwasomi Makinde, and originally from Nigeria. And happy to say I'm a PhD candidate
Yeah.
from the University of North Carolina, Greensboro. And I think almost a year plus now, I started Dr. AI Academy, and we've grown a lot also. And I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Sure, welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to like go into the session right now, like fully. Natoya is going to be presenting some slides. During the course, if you have questions, you can drop your question in the comment section. We're going to entertain it. So you can
Okay.
go ahead and share your screen, sir.
All right, let's get started. I want to believe we can all see my screen now.
Yes, yes, I can. Please, for those that are watching us, please let's make it quite interactive. If you can see the screen, you can just drop it in the comment section. But I think you can go ahead because this session is like a 1 minute late to
Okay.
work. Yes.
Okay, so again, I'm Henry Makinde. Today we'll be talking about the future career opportunities in AI. And the bigger question is, how is AI transforming work and how can we prepare for the opportunities ahead? Which is the question we want to answer in this section. how can we prepare for the opportunities ahead, and what are these opportunities? First, why this topic matters now. It AI, it's no longer something we are foreseeing. It's something that's already here. It's something that is revolutionizing every field, every aspect of our lives, every industry. AI is everywhere now. So let's start with how AI powers our everyday tools. You see, starting from your personal tools, your phones, you have on your phones, you have Apple Intelligence, you have Copilot. If you're drafting emails, you see we use ChatGPT, we use Grammarly for content creation. So right now, for Netflix, for Spotify, if you are watching a particular movie, there's a recommendation system that recommends the next movie. So literally everything we do day to day right about now, AI has started powering most of them. Um, the second one here is AI is reshaping our roles and the skills that we've got. Proud to now, a lot of customer services are all tailored to some particular thing, but now you see AI chatbots everywhere. You see, we start hearing about prompt engineering, AI ethicists, AI engineers, machine learning experts. So you see, there's a shift in our roles and the skills that is expected of a lot of people. Prior to now, in most of my internships, there was no need for an AI, but a lot of internship now kind of subtly add you requesting for a need for an AI expertise, one way or the other within the requirement. So and the third point here is AI for every professional. So it is not just about the people that are in data space. It is everywhere. It is boosting every career opportunities right now. You look at different innovations, different ed techs. You see so many areas. Every professional kind of wants AI somehow, and you will see most of these things as we go on in this section. So that is why this topic matters now, because it's important that we start preparing ahead for the jobs ahead. Again, think of this section, this time as during when we had internet, that a lot of things started shifting. Before that time, the biggest skill was Microsoft Word. Everybody wants to learn how to type. You see, there were a series of changes just in early 1990s when where internet came in. And this is the same thing happening now. And it's important that we start learning the newer skills and, pushing our games higher. So now let's move to the next slide. The numbers tells a clear story. Major research organizations have documented AI's profound impact on the global workspace. Understanding these projections kind of help us to strategically prepare rather than react defensively. A lot of us react defensively because we don't know enough of what this AI is reshaping. We are just scared of what it's going to do, the ripple effect of maybe I'm going to lose my job. However, understanding AI helps you to prepare strategically and to put yourself in a good placement. First, let's talk about job disruption. Now, according to World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs, there's a published paper article online, just type it, Future of Jobs 2023 report. 25% of jobs will be disrupted. 25% of jobs will be disrupted by AI and automation trends. Now you see a lot of emails or messages, you see that it's not the human that is responding. We even have customer care that if you call somebody, it's an AI that is responding. So a lot of automation right now is going to disrupt a lot of jobs. If I want a PA now, I can literally create a personal PA, an agent that could do a lot of these things for me, set up an alarm for me, organize my to-do list, tell me, give me a reminder, 10 to 15 minutes every day of everything I want to do. Recently, I was bored and I was trying to, how you get a ton of birthday messages on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and it's just hard to get to just for one day. I wanted to literally build an agent that will respond to everybody in a personalized way.
Wow.
So this is telling you that I could literally get anything I want to do automated instantly, right? So there are a lot of things to start looking out for. So the first point here is job disruption. You want to start thinking about this automation process and how it's going to be disrupting a lot of jobs. That's in 2023. And now we're in 2025. If they should do future of job report, I think this number is going to go higher from 25%. The next point here is tax affected. Over 30% of workers could see at least half of their daily tax influenced or transformed by generative AI technology. Now, this is based on Brookings institution analysis. All of this are online. You can Google it and you get this fact. But are these happening? Yes, they are. And most of these are recent research. Now, the last point is, as much as this guy, AI, is taking a lot of jobs, it's creating a lot more jobs. So AI and automation are projected to create approximately 170 million new jobs globally by 2030, while placing 92 million of jobs. So it makes sense that this is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So this is, as we are getting jobs being disrupted, we are getting jobs being created. And look at it, 92 million jobs taken away and 170 million jobs created. That's a huge gap. Now, the crucial question here isn't will AI eliminate jobs, but rather how can I position myself so that AI amplifies my career rather than threatens it, if that makes sense. So which is what we are going to be talking about today. So now let's jump in first, from automation to augmentation. What AI can handle well and what human can provide. Now, before we got to this age of large language models, a lot of us mathematicians, statisticians, we build what we call machine learning based on supervised or unsupervised learning. Basically, we try to predict a possible outcome based on patterns. So, and imagine as human, you have you are supposed to look at thousands of data sets and describe a particular pattern. Is it possible for you to do that? I don't think it is. Even what you were taught just a month ago, you get to forget. But machine does not. So machine has the capacity to recognize pattern within large data sets way better than we can. Way better than we can. So pattern recognition is one major thing that machine handles well. Natural language process and generation, which is basically the way that AI understands our language, and based on that, it generates newer content. Now, because of the vast amount of data that our AI is being trained on, it has the ability to understand what we call semantic meanings of things. Now, if you're talking about semantic meaning, basically the relationship of words to words, if that makes sense. So NLP helps us in generating and processing our tests way better than humans can do. I'm still learning English language. There are so many words I can't use right now because, of course, I can't. I'm only human. But machine understand all of these words and know where and when to use them. Predictive analysis and forecasting it's similar to what I said in the first one, pattern recognition. After you recognize the pattern, the goal is to predict or to forecast a future possible event. AI does that better. Image and voice recognition. We could see that Siri, Alexa, so many of that, we can see that in our day-to-day. Now, recently you talk about Gemini, Google Nano, Banana. It could generate realistic image. I think in few years to come, we might not be needing photographers. Did I say few years? Maybe next year we might not be needing photographers anymore because you can recreate images as much as you like. I needed a professional picture and I just took a selfie of myself, put it on Nano Banana, convert it to a professional picture, and I used that on a particular on a particular page that I needed my image. I could do that easily. Before now, I need to book an appointment with a photographer and do a lot of editing, So anything that is repetitive, which is the last point, repetitive information processing, AI can do better. But on the other side, what human provide. AI doesn't just wake up and do things. Contextual judgment and nuance. That's one primary key thing of what we have that AI does not. Now, there was something I was doing. There was a research I was doing, and I had my full idea fleshed out. I kind of was going back and forth with site on some literature. Site is the page for literature reviews and all of that. And because I've read that paper, when site was trying to frame it into my literature, it was rephrasing, it was not saying what the author was saying. But because I understood the context and I know exactly what and what not to do, I was able to come into play. I'm like, okay, guy, this is not what we are supposed to be doing here. And I provided the context. And that way he wrote it better for me. So contextual judgment, ability to be able to see that this is an hallucination. This doesn't make sense. So that's your domain expertise. That is what you have that AI will never have, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Ethical reasoning and values. Of course, I believe every of us that uses ChatGPT, we can easily know that this guy is a robot. He doesn't care ethically what matters or what doesn't. But you have ethical reasoning and you have your values, if that makes sense. Empathy and emotional intelligence. That's what we do have. Creative problem solving. AI will not just wake up and find a problem to solve. You find a problem and you try to solve them, if that makes sense. Now, the last part is accountability and responsibility. AI doesn't care. You see, a lot of time when you chat with ChatGPT and all of this, and you tell them this is wrong, they tell you sorry. You tell them again, that if you go,
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, like it just doesn't. It's garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
Accountability, he cannot take it. He's not responsible for anything. If you provide something that is not good, it's on you. If you provide an output that affects anything, it's on you. So you are taking accountability and responsibility for anything and anyhow you use AI. People use this AI to generate music lately, and sometimes I think one of them was sued for something. It is your responsibility to use AI responsible. So there are papers on responsible use of AI. You have to be responsible in your use of AI, which AI is not responsible for most of those things. So earlier automation primarily replaced repetitive physical labor, but AI operates differently because of the updated large language capacity, which is based on what we refer to as the transformer model, which was released in 2017 by Vaswani. With that different model architecture, AI could now understand text, it could understand images, it could understand data and code. So the future of work isn't human versus AI. It's AI plus human. So which is what we term as automation to augmentation. How to now, we are just trying to automate some repetitive tasks. But right about now, AI can generate a ton of tests. Believe me when I say for the past 90% of people for the past 1 year, they cannot boast of one of their papers subtly that does not have a sense of AI within it. Because somehow subconsciously, we have believed that ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini can write better. Are they? Yes. If you sit down, the time it will take you to write what those guys are writing, it will take a longer time. So right now, we are augmenting our tasks, our tedious generation tasks or writing tasks with AI. So we are more efficient than we used to be. I built so far today I've built almost 3 applications just this year. With R, we call it R Shiny. Proud to now, can I do that? Yes, I can, quote and unquote. However, how much time will it take me to build just one app? Sometimes 6 months with going back and forth. But right now, within 9 months or 10 months, I've built even more than one. I've built almost 3. And the what they could do, I don't think my coding skills can ever get close to what those guys can easily do for me. So because I have the understanding, I have the domain expertise, I could easily fast track those processes. So this is augmentation. So professionals who master working along AI will possess a significant competitive advantage. I hope that is clear.
Very
So
clear.
the next set of slides, I will just show you some how AI has influenced most of our current day-to-day activities. So I will start with one of the most important one, AI in healthcare and life sciences. Now, if we follow life sciences and healthcare a lot, we will see that they have started using AI to do so many things. So there's a bill that Donald Trump passed recently and is on AI and healthcare over 500 billion. And why do you think that is? Because life is important, and it's important that we are able to diagnose things on time. We are able to diagnose all those high risk diseases with AI. Those things can be easily diagnosed even way ahead of time. AI model analyzes X-ray, MRI, ECGs to flag potential issue for radiologists and cardiologists. Now, AI helps in drug discovery. So, pharmaceutical companies employ AI to search vast chemical spaces, identify promising molecular compounds more rapidly than traditional method. Imagine how much time these guys takes to do this thing. But now with AI, we could easily fast track this thing and do them way, way faster and better, if that makes sense. Now, patient triage and support. A lot of I have doctors and friends in the medical space, and one of them was telling me I had to motivate one of them to use AI. It took him a while to believe that AI could do this. I told because one of their tedious tasks is patient details. When they are conversing with patient, they start writing just to get to what the root of the problem. They start writing and making sure they write the note for each patient. They have to do all of that. But now I introduced him to some AI that he could use to capture notes and summarize. He was reluctant at first, but the first day he did it, he called me joyfully and was like, I'm not going back. This is the best thing I've used so far. And since then till now, he uses that every day. He told me there was a day he didn't get it and he just could not picture himself going back to the old way of writing because it takes a lot of time. And you will not capture a lot of I mean, the human brain is a little bit slow in processing, but AI captures everything at that time. And when you go back, you can easily analyze and send somewhere out in a think of an hour. So AI support in patient triage and support generally. Hospitals and clinics deploy AI chatbot to answer basic patient query, schedule appointment, and help determine which cases require urgent attention. This streamlines operation and improves patient experience. So you see that in our healthcare too, AI is augmenting healthcare professionals by handling all of those routine tasks, enabling clinicians to dedicate more time on complex decision making and compassionate patient care. Now let's move to the next one, AI across businesses, education, and government. First, businesses. You can see Copilot is taking over everywhere in all our schools. For now, Copilot is what they allow us to use. That's what they are confident in allowing us to use in our education spaces. In businesses, you see people pay for AI Copilot. That's because it's integrated into Microsoft. So it's easy that they get to use it. Marketing teams use AI for customer segmentation, personalized campaign. Now, before now, we used to have all those chatbots. Those chatbots, what they do at the back end is predicting NLP. It's basic NLP that predicts outcomes and based on, and they are not as good. If you see the current chatbot for customer service, you will be wowed that, oh, okay, I don't think I even need to go to the company anymore because I have all I need with this. So if you start thinking about these things, you see how important how AI has cut across most of the things we're doing. Education and learning. I believe everyone here, one way or the other, has used AI in learning something, writing something, doing something. Teachers have used it to generate lesson plans, create assessment, generate question. Students, we are using it to do homework. think about it, every one of us use this every day now. AI delivers personalized practice question. If you are preparing for something and you sit with ChatGPT, you will get it. The only problem is you need to have some domain expertise to make sure that everything is going well. Government and public sector. Public agencies employ AI to detect fraud, identify unusual patterns.
Sorry to cut you. The sound, some sound is coming from somewhere. I don't know where that sound is coming from.
Is
It's
it me?
probably rain. Okay, you can continue. It's stop now. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. So government policies, they use this for detecting fraud, pattern identification, just allocate so many things. So you can see that whether your interests lie in finance, education, public policy, or non-profit work, AI is becoming embedded in the daily tools and processes across all sectors. Now, let's talk about some of the research that reveals about AI and work. Now, OECD, which is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD employment in 2023 found that most workers already using AI report higher job satisfaction and even improve physical mental well-being, though concerns about privacy and work intensity remain. What this is saying is that we find comfort, satisfaction, and more productivity using AI. I am one. I am part of these people because what I do, I know where I came from to this point. Like I said, I gave an example of building a Shiny application. Before now, it can take me 6 months to build one Shiny app because I'll be going back and forth, sleeping online, hoping that somebody on Stack Overflow will respond to me, going to documentations here and there, reading textbooks just to correct one line of code. It's not funny. Or with AI now, something of 6 months, in 1 week, I can deploy a working app. In a day, you can deploy a working app. If you have the domain expertise, you just get to work. Now, wage premium for AI is key. Workers with demonstrated AI capabilities often command higher wages, as this remain scarce and increasingly valuable across industry. Right about now, everybody, every field, every job requirement have a subtool of AI, which implies that the wages, AI has the capacity to command higher wages. So it is important. These are based on research. So it is important that you start looking at what skill and how you can acquire these skills. This is based on research, and these papers are out there. Just search OECD 2023 and search future of work. You see all of this. Human skills are still essential. While AI and big data skills are amongst the fastest rising skills, employers simultaneously value creative thinking, resilience, and adaptivity more than ever before. So future careers aren't just about mastering a particular tool. Success requires combining AI capability, your distinctive human skills like creativity, empathy, ethical reasoning. That's very, very important. Now let's talk about the right mindset to learning AI. Now that I have shown you the research, I've shown you how AI has been used or is currently being used. Now let's talk about the right mindset towards learning AI. First, it's not starting with the tool. Don't ask which tool should I learn. Instead, identify a problem you care about solving in education, healthcare, whatever field you are. Currently, my dissertation topic is about solving a particular major problem called item generation, question generation. Usually, it takes about a year to generate question and get it ready for use. But with AI, you could do that in a month. So I was trying to solve a problem that takes a year to do for 1 month with AI. So you start with the problem, not the tool. With that, I needed to learn what we call agentic system to be able to solve that problem. I started taking courses on agentic system. And because of that course, I can tell you now I can do so many other things with my knowledge of agentic system. So I started with the problem. Now, because the next is cultivate curiosity over intimidation. When I see a new AI tool or something, I am just curious. Okay, what can I do with this? How can this help me? How can I know it? So I'm curious enough to want to see the possibilities of what this is doing. Google Gemini released Gemini 3 just this week. OpenAI updated from 5 to 5.1. Every day there's a newer model. I'm not intimidated. Before, last month was when GPT-5 came out, and this week we have GPT 5.1, and these models are getting better. So the curiosity should drive what, instead of being intimidated that, oh, I don't know, you shouldn't. You should be curious, and with that, you will gain a lot of knowledge. The last part is become a critical evaluator. As much as you are curious, you are starting with the problem, become a critical evaluator. Ensure that everything, you don't digest everything as it's coming. You want to critically know that, oh, I can use this. This doesn't make sense. This output does not make sense. Try to find the balance. These are the three mindsets I will say you should have for learning AI. The first starts with the problem, not with tools. Problem will tell you which tool to use or what exactly how to go about it. Cultivate curiosity over intimidation. AI tool is not magic. Approach it with curiosity. Experiment freely. Make mistakes. Learn from them without fear of appearing unknowledgeable. Everybody so I told somebody again recently that we are at ground zero. Everybody is in a level playing ground, such that if you are able, you can always go higher now, because everybody now is learning how to use AI. So we are in a level playing field. So the faster you learn, the higher you go. So Microsoft's new future of work research emphasized that the real challenge is appropriate reliance, knowing when to trust AI recommendation and when to override them with human judgment. That is where you come in.
Yeah.
Becoming a critical evaluator. So, on to the next is essential skills for AI-driven career. I have a lot, but I'm trying to make sure I unpack them before the next
time. Yeah.
So, the first core foundation is data literacy. Understanding, getting basic statistical understanding and mathematical knowledge. That's the first thing. Basic coding, statistics and logic. Those are the first core foundations. The second is AI literacy. Now you have the core foundation. It's easier. For me and Daisy, probably the first core foundation happens to us naturally because our background is in mathematics and statistics. So we have that easily. Now, AI literacy becomes an intentional part, understanding how models work. Again, you have to do the work. You have to do the work for you to be able to critique something, become a critical evaluator. You have to know where it's coming from. Understand what we call transformer model, understand CNN, understand deep learning, understand. You don't need to have all of the technical know-how, but just getting a deeper understanding gives you what we refer to as AI literacy. Crafting effective prompts. These are newer methodologies that you should know. Recognizing AI limitation, including bias and hallucination. Ethics and responsibility. Thinking critically about AI societal impact, considering the fairness, privacy, understanding transparency. These are very important. But let me give you the big distinction. You don't need to become a deep learning researcher. Think of it like learning to drive. You don't need to become a mechanical engineer to learn how to drive. Understand the basics and the safety rules of that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? A lot of us, we use a lot of things that you can tell how they work, but you can't create it.
Yeah.
So don't think towards becoming a deep learning researcher. Let us do that because I love it. I want to do it. For you, think of learning how to use it. We'll need people to learn how to use it. There's a lot of mechanical engineers out there that don't own the car that you own. right? So think of it like that. You don't need you just need to be able to drive the car that mechanical engineer built, and that's all that matters. So as much as I'm saying essential skills, don't think of it like I need to become a super skillful deep learning eye coder. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying 5 AI career categories. Maybe with this you can break down. Now, let me first put this out there that many of these roles, many of these are not a standardized names, as we get to define what we refer to as the job. We get better names for these things.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about that in a bit. In psychometrics, there's nothing like measurement scientists before now, but because of AI, there's now a job called measurement scientist
Yeah. Nerves.
because of AI. So names will be defining themselves over time. Okay. So, but I break it down into AI builders. AI builders, people that are in the core of building all of this machine, people that built ChatGPT, people that built Gemini, people that built Notebook LM. Those are the AI builders. AI translators, people that they are the product managers, domain specialists, they are the people we see. They are the people that they are the Sam Altman that you see. Sam Altman is not the builder. He is the face of the AI. He is the one that tells, he knows they understand. Maybe he could build to some extent, but he does a lot of being the product manager than Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI. It does a lot with building the team that builds all of this AI, managing them. So you could be an AI translator. Your company might not understand Jack in AI, but because you are there, you can explain to them. So you are the product manager, you have the domain specialist, you connect AI capability with real world problem. You define the problem and tell your engineers, the builders, to do it. You could do that. AI integrator, machine learning ops engineers, prompt engineers, implement. You can find a particular part in that AI you want to learn. Do you want to be ML ops engineer, prompt engineer, implementation consultant who deploy AI solution? You could do that. AI guidance, the policy experts, the auditors, the ones that ensure that this product is ethically and responsibly used.
Yeah.
Currently, in my dissertation, I'm working with subject matter experts. I don't know what I'm doing. I was talked 2 days ago on the output. They told me the output does not make sense. I'm generating medical questions, and they told me the output does not make sense. I went back, got their feedback. I tweak it. When the output came again, I just started looking at it because I couldn't tell whether it makes sense or not, because I am not a subject matter expert. I just know I have done what I need to do as an AI builder, but I can't interpret the output. I had to go back to them. What do you think about it? And they now said, it makes sense. Like, yeah, I felt like I won, if that makes sense. So according to the World Economic Forum's job for tomorrow, okay, the last part before I move to that, AI augmented professionals, teachers, designers, these are people that augment AI in their day-to-day activities, in classroom, in writing email, anything you want to do, you can augment AI to do that. Finally, according to the World Forum's Economic Forum jobs for tomorrow, they said many roles will be augmented rather than eliminated. So why hardly routine tasks, why humans focus on complex? So everything we are tilting towards is about augmentation. It's collaboration, not replacement. So now let's talk about some emerging roles to watch. Again, I said many of these roles don't have yet standardized titles or career paths, but you can already see them emerging, typically in hybrid position. AI tutor designer. If you do Khan Academy, you see that they now have AI tutor, clinical AI specialist that bridges doctors and data scientists, ensuring diagnostic and treatment. A lot of tools are out there that clinical specialists use. AI policy and compliance officer. A lot of organizations, schools, company, they have started creating a role. In my school now, we did not have anything like AI before now. 2 years ago, we don't. But now we have a AI compliance government like office now in my space. Every company is coming up with policies. Every company is coming up with how to mitigate, how to design responsible. So these are emerging roles that we see. Human AI workflow design. Now we are seeing how people actually work and decide how AI collaborates with them. Somebody has to do that. So you see that these are roles that are emerging. Now, the combination of deep expertise, broad AI literacy, and strong human skills is extraordinarily difficult to automate and exceptionally valuable in the job market. Now, creating a T-shaped skill profile will make sense for you. Deep domain expertise. First,
Profile.
the vertical bar that you see on your T represent a specialized knowledge in your choosing field. I am a psychometrician. So everything I do is tilted towards psychometrics. Every solution I create is tilted towards my field. I do not need, so in my field, I am one of the emerging measurement scientists because I understand psychometrics and AI. Does that make sense? So that in your field, medicine, education, you could be that, your domain expertise. Now, AI and data literacy, I have that, which is the horizontal bar there. I have that. I represent the foundational knowledge of AI. Then the last part, which is the most important, clear communication, effective collaboration, ethical reasoning, empathy, and leadership. Right now, I'm collaborating with the staff in where I'm working, and we are having effective collaboration. So I have domain knowledge, AI expertise, and essential skills. I can communicate effectively. I collaborate. I reason with them, and I understand that they don't know this English and this what I'm saying. I bring it down. So those are the building T-shaped skill that you should have. I'm moving faster so that we can get to the end, but we are almost just 4 more slides. So 6 concrete steps to prepare for this AI space. Pick a domain plus a problem. An example is use AI to help students revise more effectively. You can build a revision chatbot. As your students trained on the subject, you can train a model. If you use Google Classroom now, you can build a course for that specific topic, and you can build a chatbot and help your students use that chatbot to revise everything you've taught them. You can, in the courses that you do as graduate student, you can build each chatbot. In your ChatGPT, we call something custom chatbot. You can build custom chatbot for each and every problem you are solving, so that chatbot focus on solving that particular problem you have at hand. Second, depends on where you are tilting towards. You are able to learn a programming language. Third, build small AI projects. One problem that we have is learning the skill and not using them.
Yeah.
I know a ton of courses I have learned. Oh, Jesus. The courses I have learned personally that I have not used. Oh, my God. I've forgotten them. I've forgotten them. I have learned a lot. I've taken a lot of courses, but you should learn something and build a project immediately. Don't wait for it, no matter how small. You want to build, you just learned how to do prompt engineering. You're already thinking about building a chatbot. Who are you? Start small. Start small. Then the next thing is create a portfolio. Any small project you do, people right now, the louder your voice, the better visibility you get. A closed mouth, they say, is a closed destiny. Right now, people want to see workings because it's hard to prove that you are real because there's a lot of fake out there. So you need to show workings. I need to see what you have done.
No be church.
Exactly, no be church, now show workings. You need to show what you are doing. So build a portfolio. It's easy. Just go to Google Sites and start building something. We're going to do that. Hopefully, I'm going to share with Midesi so that she can share with our community that can join. How to build a sharp portfolio, and in the end of the slide, you can view my portfolio just to see what I'm talking about. The next is network and find mentors. One of my biggest problem growing up is finding mentor. I've done a lot. I've been yeah. I'm just going everywhere without a particular direction. That's because I had no specific mentor. I was learning sporadically. I was just trying to capture everything I can get until now that I decided that, okay, I think I've gotten to my bus stop. Let's do AI. But I've touched base on a lot of things before I got here. Yeah, you just waste a lot of your time. Imagine if I stick to something before now. Way before now, way before now in my NYSC days, I was learning Python. 2 years after I stopped, I moved to R. 1 year after, because of my dissertation, I'm back to Python. It's just so much of stress I've put myself through. But I mean, those are what shaped me to be who I am today. Commit to lifelong learning. I bet you in this age, you are doing yourself a disservice and you are killing yourself the day you decide to stop learning.
Yeah, learning never ends.
Yeah. You said?
I said learning never ends, actually.
Yeah, it never ends. Right now, I have like 5 courses that I'm begging myself to please jump onto, and I'm scared, but it's a continuous process. So these are 6 core steps to prepare yourself for the future ahead.
We have 5 more minutes.
Yeah, AI will not replace you.
Yes.
People who know how to use AI, they might just take your job. So choose your problem, learn the basic, build something small. And you don't need to become an AI expert overnight. If you start now, you are not merely defending your job from AI, you are actively designing a career where AI becomes your competitive advantage and your creative amplifier. That's very key. You need to know that AI becomes your with your knowledge of AI, you are more competitive. You are in an advantage, and AI is amplifying a lot of what you do. And a lot of these things I just said, you could see most of my references here on the World Economic Forum, OECD, Brookings Institution, Microsoft Research. All of these are real. All of this, they are not facade. They are not just to scare you. These are things we do. So these are additional resources. I'm going to share this with it's going to be on my GitHub on my website. So Mides is going to share with the team, and you can have them. And finally, questions. We got like 5 minutes, but I'm down for questions. Thank you so much for having me. You can reach me on my website. If you go on my website, that's my portfolio. And that's what I say you should create. You can reach me on any of those. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. AI. That was great. Like I said earlier, I came here to learn, and actually I gained a lot. And I want to believe our viewers too. You guys actually catched 1 or 2 things, like more than like a lot of things actually. Thank you. You should check his website. His website is really, really amazing. I think I like the design, what you did. It's really great. You said you're gonna teach people how to do that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do that sometimes next week or the
Is it
following.
gonna be free or paid?
No, it's gonna be free for now.
Oh, then well,
That's-
like,
Yeah,
I hope people could take advantage of these opportunities and just like it's like these are like things that people they don't get freely.
Now
And
that we are free,
free.
take advantage.
Take advantage of it. Take advantage. I myself, I'll try to be in the class because I think I need it actually. Thank you so much. Any questions? I think we would not be able to take questions because even I myself, I have tons of questions, but as speaker, I have to like jump on another meeting, and I also have to jump on another meeting. So Dr. AY, I have questions for you, like a lot of questions. So
Please shoot it.
no, we'll not be able to shoot it
Not
there.
now. Not now. Like anytime.
Not-
Just shoot it to my email or my
Yes.
DM.
Yes, we
and
would.
I'll speak to
We'll
them.
probably like just have a like a listing. Then I would, if you have questions, you can drop it. We can also like reply to your messages. Thank you so much. To end with, I just want you to just give a word of encouragement to somebody that is just worried about the future. Like just think like, hey, just like I know you've said it that they have to like start define a problem or but just a word of encouragement to end the session.
Be inquisitive and ready to learn.
Inquisitive. Thank you. That's great. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, to our viewers, everybody in future career opportunities in AI, you need to be inquisitive and be ready to learn. Do not be worried about the future. Okay, so just like he has said, I think we can go back. This video is being recorded. You can go back and watch it. It's something I want us to like just bear in mind and understand that all you need to do is to take action. Okay, you can always like start from every spot where you are, wherever you are, you can always like leverage one or two opportunities and you will be fine. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining, and thank you to our speaker, Dr. AI. Thank you so much. More wisdom, more knowledge, more strength. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. And I just must say that you're doing amazing on the space. You've grown over time, over 2,000, over almost 3,000 or 5,000 followers. I don't know, but
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone. So, all right, guys. See you again. Bye. Thank you, sir.